carpool, ma'am. Want to ride to work?
Luke, I'm really sorry. I guess I forgot. I should have called you. I'm not going to work today.
What's the matter? Are you sick? Is something wrong?
No. No, I'm just fine. My Uncle Jeff is leaving Port Charles with PJ today, and I wanted to go over to my mother's and say goodbye.
Listen, what are the chances of your opening this door so we can talk?
I thought we were talking.
Oh, I see. The old cold door treatment, eh? Uh-huh. Angry about seeing me yesterday at lunch with that gorgeous blonde, right?
Who?
Laura, open the door.
Okay. You push and I'll pull.
Right. Oh. Sorry.
What's that?
Oh, it's a tie. It's a present for Jeff.
Well, isn't that nice?
Yeah, well, I thought it'd be a little easier than this to wrap.
Yeah, you need some help?
Boy, do I.
Okay, let's see what I can do. Hey, 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 that's some sporty number you got there.
You think you'll like
I
it?
think he will love it.
Yeah, well, it's kind of going away present.
Yeah?
'Cause I acted so dumb the other day. You know, when he told me that PJ was his real son.
Oh, I see. Well, that was a surprise, you know.
Thanks for trying, Mom, but I acted really dumb. I guess I was kind of jealous that PJ was his real son and that I was nothing.
Now, Jeremy, you know, someday you're going to be his real son, too. You know that.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think you know that. We all belong to each other, right? And one day, we are going to be one fantastic family. Right? Now.
One day, one day.
One day for sure. How's that?
It's interesting, that's for sure.
Did I call too early, Amy?
No, I'm up and dressed.
Well, I just wanted to make sure you remembered our big day. We're still meeting at Pop Snyder's, aren't we?
We sure are, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too. Well, I guess I'll see you at Pop Snyder's then. The bus should get me there in plenty of time.
Well, don't be late.
I won't. I'm not going to waste a minute of time on my first day in Port Charles. See you then.
Look what I found under the mattress, Heather. You really should be more careful. One of the nurses could see them come snooping around while you're at Port Charles.
Those are just pieces of leather from handicraft class, Sarah.
Well, look, you don't have to play act with me, Heather. I know what these are. These are your gloves, or what's left of them. Why did you rip them up, Heather?
Look, why don't we just go and talk in the room?
I think it's really sad. These were such pretty gloves, and Amy Vining gave them to you. I don't think it's nice to destroy someone else's present. Why'd you do it, Heather? I want to know why.
Well, Sarah, I just tore one of the gloves on something sharp, and I ripped one of the knitted fingers.
Well, there's nothing sharp in our room, so you know that. What did you tear the gloves on?
You're impossible.
Well, look at Heather. It seems to me when someone has a really nice present like a pair of gloves, you'd know how you tore them.
I ripped it on one of the clothing hooks in the bathroom. Are you satisfied?
You wore your gloves to go to the bathroom?
Well, look, I was washing them, and I didn't want them to shrink, so I put them on. And then when I went to pick up a towel off the clothing rack, wouldn't you know it, I ripped the glove.
And so you told Amy Vining that you lost the gloves, and you lied to her.
Well, it was a little white lie. I mean, I couldn't wear the gloves anyway.
Was that what you do to me, Heather? Do you tell me little white lies?
Look, Sarah, I really don't want to talk about it anymore.
Why are you keeping the gloves anyway? Why don't you just throw them away?
I intend to throw them away. When I get into Port Charles, I'm going to get rid of them.
Why don't you just put them in the wastepaper basket?
Because what if one of the nurses was to see them and remember them as being my gloves?
What difference does that make?
Well, it would make a lot of difference. I mean, if Amy came to visit me and one of the nurses happened to mention seeing the gloves in the trash, well, I wouldn't want to hurt Amy's feelings that way. So if I get rid of them, no one will be hurt.
You know, you're very strange, Heather. You know, a person would almost think sometimes that you destroyed those gloves on purpose.
On purpose? Don't be silly.
Well, it is very, very strange.
Look, Sarah, I really don't have time to discuss this with you. I've got a bus to catch, and if I don't get out of here in a hurry, I'm going to miss it.
Good morning. Mrs. Grant is in the kitchen with PJ, and I thought she'd like some time alone with her grandson.
Oh, I know how she feels. I'm going to miss him so much.
I think it's kind of exciting, though. I mean, Jeff taking his brand new son to a brand new home, and this will be PJ's first airplane ride.
Oh, PJ's got a lot of firsts ahead of him. So is Jeff. What are you doing up so early besides dropping your food all over the living room? Are you on the early shift this morning?
No, as a matter of fact, I'm not. I just have a lot of things to do, and I'm going to go do them now.
Say goodbye to PJ before you leave.
How could I not say goodbye to that little thing?
I'll get it. I don't know why I say that. Nobody ever answers the door around here but me anyway.
Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thought I'd get here a little early, make sure we got him there on time.
Oh, I'm glad you got here early. Do you feel as terrible about him leaving as I do?
Well, I have had better days in my life, yes.
Yeah. Oh, come on, have some sweet roll and hot chocolate.
Oh, I'm not really hungry, thank you.
That's my line. You want some hot chocolate?
No, thanks. Where's PJ?
In the kitchen with Alice and Amy, who's saying goodbye.
Who else is going to come by and kind of wave him on?
I don't know. Lee and Gail said they might come over, and Laura said she'd definitely be.
Well, sounds like a real bon voyage party. Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. But we're gonna keep it upbeat, aren't we, Rick?
Yes. Upbeat. You know, I am really sick of this door. Don't you think it's time we got it fixed?
No, actually, I don't, because I love that door.
Yeah, well, you would, of course, because it's very unpredictable, like your own self. But with a door like that, you never know if you're going to get to work on time.
But I'm not going to work today. Well, you said that you wanted to talk to me about something.
Yes, I do.
Well?
Well, how did you enjoy lunch yesterday?
I loved it. Thank you.
I had a good time, too. Thank you.
It's nice. It's quite an interesting lady you were with.
Yeah. She is interesting, isn't she?
Unusual.
Oh, unusual, for sure.
In a sort of earthy way.
Earthy. Okay, you're getting a little too low now. Cool it, Laura.
I've got to get over to my mother's house.
All right, wait a minute. I'll drive you over there. I'd be happy to drive you because I would like to explain to you about earthy, beautiful, blonde Emma Lutz.
I don't care who you go out to lunch with.
I think you do.
Look, I've got a lot of things on my mind to do.
All right, hold it right there. Freeze. Hands up against the wall.
What?
Turn off the ignition. Park the car and don't throw away the keys.
Fine. Why don't you tell me about Emma Lutz? I was quite impressed when I met her.
Were you?
Yes. Especially when you told her that I was a member of high society.
Oh, yeah, I did that, didn't I? Well, maybe I went a bit too far. Poetic license.
I wondered how the Webbers made it on the social register. Now I know.
Guess that's about the only way. You see, yeah. The point is that Miss Lutz has information that I need. She's very hooked on high social status. And so I do apologize. I used you and your mother to do that because I need information from her for Alex.
You really don't have to explain anymore.
Really? My goodness, what a change. You mean you don't want more
No, I don't want to know. I've got a lot on my mind. Actually, if you really want to know, I'm pretty busy myself with some very special projects that Alex has me working on, and I'm just not curious anymore, Luke.
Close the door on your way out.
I'll close the door. I'll nail the door shut. What are those projects for Alex? Well, I guess I don't have to explain why I'm here, do I?
Hello, Joe. You're just in time for breakfast.
Thank you. I really don't think
Well,
I
you
could...
don't have to say another word. We understand none of us have much of an appetite this morning.
How you doing, sport?
Oh, hi, Joe. I'm okay.
I can tell. So what's the word? Did Jeff find himself a housekeeper in Carson City?
Yeah, well, we kind of lined up a lady who we talked to on the phone. She sounds nice. And we have a real estate agent who's going to promise to get some apartments for him to see when he gets there.
Personally, I really feel much better knowing that we have found a housekeeper, and she sounds well qualified to take care of Stephen and Lars.
Well, that's good. I mean, that'd be #1 priority for him to find somebody that was the right person to take care of his son.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if Jeff has picked up Stephen Lars yet.
Well, he said that he wanted to go talk to Mrs. Grant before he came over.
I can tell right now it's going to be a 3-handkerchief affair at the airport.
That's all right. It's all right. I brought some hankies myself. Oh, Richard. Listen, thanks for taking us all to the airport, huh?
I only do this for my very favorite relatives.
Is Mrs. Grant around?
She's in the kitchen with PJ and Amy, who was saying goodbye.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to her, kind of soften this quick exit of mine, you know?
Yeah, I think she'll appreciate that.
Yeah. She should know where I'm going to be, so, I think I should talk to her.
I think you should talk to her in private, if you don't mind helping me keep PJ out of the jam.
Oh, no, I don't mind assisting you in that type of operation, Doctor, would you?
Thank you, doctors.
Anytime, kid. Alice, Jeff is here.
Hi, Mom.
Jeff?
How's PJ?
Oh, he's fed and he's all ready. I gave him his favorite breakfast with some cocoa, and I've told him what a wonderful trip he's going to have.
Thanks for making it easier, huh?
He's going to be fine. Just fine.
You've always been good to him.
Just tried to do my best for him. He's my grandson.
I'll never tell anyone any different.
Well, I guess I don't have much to say about that after today.
Listen, Mom, Rick will know where I'll be, and if you ever need me, he can get in touch, okay?
You don't have to make any promises to me, Jeff.
I'm not making any promises, Mom. It's just my way of sort of saying I'm sorry for making this quick exit with PJ.
It's not necessary to explain.
I just don't want any hard feelings.
You haven't got any problem with me, Jeff. I just think maybe you have a little difficulty in explaining your reasons to Heather.
Yeah, I didn't explain it to Heather.
She doesn't know? I mean, you didn't go up and see her?
No.
Oh.
I'm leaving the explanations up to you, Ma.